Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, welcome back to Jonathan's Gamecast. Today, it's nostalgia time again, and we are playing probably the number one game that I've wanted to do this series about. Possibly. So of all the hours that I've played gaming, this game I have played the most number of hours. Maybe possibly except for World of Warcraft, but probably not, because I've been playing this since it was released in 1998-99. And it's amazing. Just amazing. I played this a lot. So this is called Star Trek Birth, The Next Generation Birth of the Federation. There's a single player, multiplayer, and there's a Hall of Fame. Now the UI changes depending on what civilization you play as. Oh, by the way, I'm playing this through Bandy. I'm playing this through DXWND, which is I guess it's like an emulator for previous versions of DirectX. I think this is on DirectX 7 or 5 or I don't know. And so I'm running this windowed mode. This runs fine in Windows 7, this game, which is great. It just full screens it, but I can't record it with its full screen because Fraps just does not like any DirectX that is later than I think it's 8 or possibly 9C. Yeah, so the cursor looks a bit funny, unfortunately, in the recording, and there's nothing that I can do about it. But at least, you can see and you can hear what I'm saying and what I'm doing. So, first of all, this is set in the next generation era, and it's a turn-based. No, now don't close the video. It is turn-based, but there's a lot of real-time bits to it as well, and it's probably, you know, I know turn-based is awful, but this is actually really good. It's a strategy game. Anyways, we'll get straight on to it. I'll just talk you through how to start. Start single player.
Configure game parameters.
We're going to configure game parameters. So we've got the difficulty level here. Normal, hard, impossible, simple, easy, normal. We're going to stick with normal for now. You can change the shape of the galaxy that you're in. The one big criticism that I have of this game is the maps are too small and I tend to lose interest very quickly. So you can set the civilization or technology level of yourself and of your competing civilizations. So we've got the Cardassians, the Federation, the good guys, the Ferengi Alliance, the Klingons, Dachbach, Dechbech, and the Romulan Star Empire. And you can set these to beginning, early, developed, expanded, and advanced. I never, ever, ever played on beginning, early, developed, or expanded. I only ever played on advanced. I'm not dicking around with shitty ships for ages. I think not. You can set the number of minor races that you encounter. There's none, few, some, many, and I only ever played many. What else we got here? Oh, galaxy size, so small, medium, large. I only ever played large and thought that it wasn't big enough. Random events is a tricky thing because it's a double-edged sword because it does mean that sometimes cool things will happen, like an oceanic world will have some kind of weird volcanic thing happening, and it'll become an M-class world, and you'll be able to hold more people. But it also means like an asteroid can slam into a planet and like obliterate a whole heap of people and change your world from an M-class world to a barren or something else. So I just leave it off. But the other main reason why I leave it off, why I leave random events off, is because after about turn 80, the Borg shows up and starts wiping out solar systems. And as much as that is cool, and quite frankly it is cool, it kind of ruins the look of like half the map almost if you leave it. And you can't play as the Borg, which is kind of understandable. Yeah. So not so cool. That's why later on when you see me playing this game, by about turn 80, I built a fleet, and that's kind of a throwback to when you had to build a fleet by turn 80, and it needed to be a sizable one to take out a Borg cube. Yeah. Yeah. Tactical combat. Now you can either have this as automatic, where the computer just works out the stats of the combat and then just does it, or manual. Manual I found to be a million bazillion times better, so always do manual. assuming this works, I'm not actually sure if it's going to show me the 3D battle in this playback. Fingers crossed. Domination or Vendetta are the two victory conditions. Domination is just whoever gets the most territory wins, and Vendetta means like natural enemies from the show. If you eliminate those enemies, then you're more likely to win. I think with the Federation, it's the Romulans and the Cardassians that you're against. I think. I don't really know. I never really played that one. Okay, and then the next, of course, is
select galactic power to control.
So we can select the galactic power to control, and they have different attributes. Obviously, the Cardassians are really good at like internal security and sabotage and espionage. The good guys,
the United Federation of Planets,
are better at science and better with minor races diplomacy. The Ferengi, they're good at making money and bribes and stuff. The Klingons, they're just good at war and are apparently quite capable diplomats. Heavily armed jets, blah blah blah. And then Romulans are just really sneaky bastards. You dirty rats! I pretty much only ever played as the Federation or the Romulans, occasionally the Klingons, and occasionally the Cardis, but very rarely. What is nice is your UI changes.
the Cardassian Union.
So I'll demonstrate that now. One moment. Yeah, so your UI changes depending on who you're playing. Oh, and the cutscene works.
Control is the only thing that matters. Methods are not important. Efficiency is what counts in the end. Exploit what you conquer, for in the struggle for survival, every resource is critical. History is written by the victors.
It's Terok Nord, Deep Space Nine. Yeah, so, yeah, Cardassians. See, look, it's all changed and all the beeps are different and there's beeps and stuff. And you get to build Cardassian ships. And, yeah. So we'll go back to the good guys. In fact, the biggest advice I can give you if you decide to play this game
parameters.
is choose your starting systems wisely. So, for example...
The United Federation of Planets.
For example... Oh, here comes the cutscene.
Always remember that expansion is achieved by diplomacy, not by the military. Starfleet's mission is to preserve the peace. Our ships are not intended to start wars, but to end them.
Lies.
We attack only as a last resort.
Lies. I mean, true, but yeah. Boring. Okay, so you start off with, if you click Advanced for your civilization, blah, 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 you start off with Sol, if you're the Federation, Cardassia Prime if you're Cardassian, Ferenginar if you're Ferengi, Kronos if you're the Klingons, and Romulus if you're Romulan. So you start off with the Sol system, which is like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. That's right, Uranus, Neptune, and not Pluto, because it's not a planet anymore. And when this game was made, it was still a planet. And you start off with 2 additional systems. Down on the left-hand side here, you see population and maximum population. Pretty much, best advice ever. Don't start a map unless both of these adjacent systems have a max population over 300. 305 is fine-ish. The more over 300 for both of these, the better, because well, the way that I set it out, I have one system doing mostly research and one system doing mostly intel and like internal security and sabotage and that all kind of jazz. And if you have, like, it's the easiest on the whole. I think I don't know if it's the most efficient, but if you have one less than that, then that becomes one of those that gets, you know, it's bad. Like, one suffers, and while research is not too bad, you can get away without amazingly researched ships. Intel, if you have less than 300 population with like more than 3/4 doing intel, then when you start meeting some of the other major races, their sabotage will just tear your empire apart. It really, really will. So, I'm just going to go to a map that I prepared earlier that I found that probably the longest amount of time I spent playing this game is creating a new system and finding out how many planets, what the population is, and being like, okay, 400 cool, 100, no, that's not over 600 total, and then again. Okay, and then 200 and 200, no, and then again. But here's what I prepared earlier.
Select. Loading.
I haven't played anything of this other than just the first, like I haven't even played the first turn. So let's start. So we've got, we're in the UI, we're playing as the United Federation of Planets. That's the turn button that you push when you're ready to go. The summary is what's currently just happened in the previous turn. So we've got events, population for trade, blah, blah, blah. Relationships, we currently have met no one else. And systems, this is a summary of the systems that we currently have. We have the Sol system, the Nisraldine system, and Travala Minor. Exciting. So yeah, okay, the green letters on these planets indicate the class of planet. Y being volcanic, M being Minshara, which is like good to live on. J being barren, and P being Arctic. The green indicates that people can currently live on it, or aliens or humanoid life forms are able to live on these planets. You can mouse over to see what the current max population. I guess that's in millions. I don't know. There's not just 65 dudes on that planet. I mean, there might be, but I don't think so. And so red indicates it's currently not terraformed. Orange means it's in the process of being terraformed, and green means it's fine, that people can live on it. So what we're going to do, so we can see we've got, in both of our two starting systems, we've got planets that require terraforming. So if we go to Sol, oh look, there's some task forces. Hey look, it's a spaceship. It's a USS Snezno, which is a colony ship you can use for terraforming planets or colonizing planets. So we'll click on that and tell it to go to that system because... And then, like in the next turn, because I want to terraform this planet and this planet, increasing its maximum population size. We've also got a destroyer class, which has been set to engage any enemy it finds out. Its current experience level is 0. It's the USS Somalia, so naturally it's, you know, good at pirating.
Task force will avoid engagements.
So I just told it to avoid engagement, so if it sees a bad guy, it doesn't, you know, die. Oh, there's the galactic map. So there's a zoom out thing, small, zoomed in. Large, zoomed out. This is the maximum size. It's small. So I'm going to tell this one to go over here to this nice little blue. Oop, I missed it. This nice little blue star. And the Oberth class starship, that was in Miranda previously. The USS Narwhal swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion because they are so awesome. Narwhals. Okay, the USS Narwhal is going to be going to...
Task force will avoid engagements.
Somewhere else. I guess I'll say it that way. So I want to explore all of this territory. Now the colors here around the little colored circles indicate the maximum range in relation to the nearest, like, starbase or outpost or shipyard that ship can go. So these, like for example, this is a long range ship, so its galactic range is long, so it can go to anywhere within the red circle. This colony ship on the other end had is a medium galactic range, so it can only go through here, and we don't currently have any ships with a green one, so they're like the bigger ships normally. Yeah. So those three have places where they need to go. Oh, this is a wormhole. Wormholes are great. If the wormhole is open on both ends, you can use this to jump across the map in a single turn. But if the wormhole only has one end, then bum, you die if you go in there. And the only way to find out which one it is by going in there. So yeah, that's something we'll do later. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to use this mouse being like this. Oh, okay, so this is the galactic view. We've got map options here. It's currently the military overlay. I pretty much always left it at the military overlay. There is the events thing, which lets you see where events happen. But yeah. Economic overlay just shows you where trade routes are. And then overlay will let you allow you to like overlay particular things, so the ship paths. Actually, I'll probably leave that on. And we've got range, we'll leave that off. Defense, nah. Trade routes is good to have on just so that you can see where trade is happening. And there's like system bonuses as well, which we'll talk about later. So yeah, so that's just how you adjust stuff, but I pretty much only ever leave it on military. And we'll zoom back in again. So these sectors here have nothing in them. This has a star. This has a wormhole. There's also black holes and nebulae and nebularises. So what's next? Well, so obviously to click on a system, once you click on it, it'll bring up what planets or things are in it. This one here, of course, is currently blank because we haven't been there before. We haven't explored it. We've got to do some exploring first, not surprisingly. How do we navigate? Well, if you want to find out what's happening in the system, because you can micromanage this system too, you can either double click on it. Oh, look, there it is. Or you can right click and this brings up the interface thing. And this lets you toggle between the main galactic screen, which is the screen we're currently in, the system view, the intelligence view, the menu, the diplomatic view, and the science view, which is great. So we'll go to the solar system anyways. So we've got a couple of things that we can build. If you click production, you can see what we've already built, which is great. Now so here we've got like food structures, construction structures, power structures, intelligence structures, and research structures. The colors indicate how many of these are currently enabled. Did you see then the food went negative? That's because if we only had 3 of these food structures working, there would be a deficit in food and people would start to starve. So you want to have enough food for everybody, yeah? The more construction buildings you have, the faster things will build in theory up to a point. Any excess over this of a turn that you kind of don't get, I'll explain later. So this basically determines how many turns things are built in. If you don't build anything, then in theory some of that goes into credits. So this system, if you didn't build anything, would generate 121 credits to go to your final credit for like your money, basically. Power structures, we'll talk about in a second. Intel and universities. So this currently a lot of the system is being used for universities. We're generating 276 research, which is actually not very much. But yeah, we'll fix that in a minute. The next pane here is energy. So in this particular system, there are these unique special structures that we can enable or disable depending on their power usage. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to take a lot of this, yeah, that's fine, and then dump it into power, and maybe too much. And we want Federation replicators powered, Utopia Planitia shipyards, 200 plus shipbuilding, special ships, and morale. Yes. And then I think, what do I normally do? It's been a while since I played this game. Federation Council, I don't think I normally do that. Oh yeah, plus 50 ship experience, we do that. And then I think, what's left? Oh, okay, we'll just pocket that. What are we doing? We'll go with the like more morale for now, but that's probably a bad decision. So then left over, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what I'm going to do first of all is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to build another 8 of the mass replicators. In fact, we're even going to buy one.
Purchase
Because
ordered.
we have some money. So that we'll be able to build ships faster when we get all these built. And it's because we really don't need that much on research. We're going to build more research structures in other systems, so that's fine. Now, shipbuilding. This is where you build your spaceships, or tell them to build the spaceships. So, we'll get to that in a minute. Structures. This is the special structures. Printers never really use this menu. Let's just see just how you see which structures are in this particular system. Now, to go to another system, you can either go back up to the galactic thing and then double click, or you can go up to here and then click on the system through this way, or you can even go, I think it's through the summary, and then go systems and then go this way. Right, so this is the other starting system, one of the other starting systems we have. And we've got lots of different things we can build. Charge collectors, increase plus energy. Now, the charge collectors you can only build in systems that have... Oops, sorry, I'll just change the picture. Charge collectors you can only build in systems which contain an Arctic planet and wind turbines you can only build in systems which contain a barren planet. Yeah, see, restriction 1 per system. So this one has both, which is great. So we get like bonuses for power. So we'll want one of those. I want to do that first as well. And we'll also get a Genesis research lab, which helps your biotech research. And potentially, if you've seen Star Trek 2, it could create a Genesis device. Dun dun dun. I also want private farms because that increases food. Oh, and we're doing power too. So we want to take some of this out of here. Woo, too far. And put that into research for now. Sure, let's do that. And then, whoops, oh, clicked out of the map. 1 second. What's the button? What's the button there? Okay, cool. And then we'll go to the Trivali miner system. And we want charge collectors. We want turbines, because again, oceanic world and barren world, it doesn't like these. The special structures you can build per system persist regardless of whether or not you've terraformed them, which is really good. Next, we've got there's an oceanic world in the system, so we can have aquaculture. We can grow lots of fish for people to eat, and pretty much all the Federation ones get Federation replicators for food, so that's good. Yeah, we can take some production out of food, and because this is not currently full, and we want it to be full to build stuff as quickly as possible, I'll just mash it into there, and we can worry about energy later. I think that's all 3 of our systems. That's great. We haven't met anyone. Intel, we don't have any Intel strength at the moment because we haven't met any big super races, any of the 5 major civilizations. You don't perform any Intel on minor systems, minor races, as far as I'm aware. You can certainly influence their opinion of you through Intel, but it's not really worth it. Diplomacy is better. And now research. That's the next thing we want to do. Now, so on the research page, you've got incidentally, I should mention, summary up here in the top always brings you up to the same summary information, not like summary intel, summary research. So that's just like general summary. So we're currently spending 700. We're currently generating 750 research points per turn. This is management, whether we want to put that 750 per turn into biotech, energy, ultra computer propulsion, weapons, or construction. We also have technology field database. Now this is really handy. This shows you what, like, the progression basically, and what that progression unlocks. So biotech 1 unlocked or was part of science ship. And then blah 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 and so on and so forth. Probably so that just summarizes what each particular research thresholdy type, like, yeah, what do you call that, like success thing? My brain's melted. Achievement, that's it. So this like indicates the level 6 research achievement for propulsion was field geometry, which allows you to build these stuff if you have other things too. So that's cool. Probably what's more important other than management is the object database. So you can use this to find things and then find out which research things you need to unlock to build it, which is really cool. So we've got like this, a lot of stuff comes automatically, but pretty much the only thing you need to worry about really. Oh look, spaceships. It's an Oberth class starship used for science and technology. Bonk. Okay. Yeah, the 3D meshes, they're not amazing, but this game was made in 1998, so that's pretty good. So basically what we're working towards at the moment, because we're at Technology 5, is we want to get the defined class starship. Like so. And we also have not unlocked... Oh, we've unlocked that. Where is it? We haven't unlocked... Dreadnought Class 2, which is the upgraded Sovereign class ship. I think that's about it. We haven't... Oh, and there's the... Heavy... No, that's not it. Where's the Heavy Cruiser 2? Yeah, Heavy Cruiser 2. We also haven't unlocked that, which is Galaxy class, but with 3 rather than 2 nacelles and stuff. Yeah. Anyways, so pretty much what... if you play as a Federation, what you're trying to do, I find, is just unlock the Defiant, because it's awesome. So we'll go back to management. There are a couple of ways you can do this. You can either just leave it as is and get them all to slowly progress up, but I find that's lame because it doesn't unlock anything unless like it all unlocks it at the same time. So I tend to just max out particular things. So currently all of our research is going to go into biotech, and then once that level is completed, then we'll go all of it into computer, and then all into. I've just found it's quicker. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like one of those things where it's the watch curdle never boils kind of thing. But I find it's easier, and with this, once you get the next one, it'll give like the next biotech, it'll allow you to build the next upgrade in like food structures, and then you do that, and then you do the computer structures, and well, you do the construction structures and the energy structures. It's just tidier. So right clicking obviously brings up the menu again, and I think that's about all for this turn that I can talk about. These icons here let you know your like relationship status to the 4 other civilizations. This is obviously your total credits you currently have, and the credits you're going to get per turn, and the number of dilithium you have. The number of dilithium you have indicates the spare number of ships you can build per turn, but I'll explain that later. Other thing to note here, of course, is the growth rate. You want that to be positive. The more the better, but it doesn't make that much difference. And the orbitals, so that's like your orbital defense grids. So at the moment we have 8 orbital batteries in the Nisraldine system, and none of them are currently active. Oh, that's like in the energy thing. So here in energy, you can tell the system to activate orbital defense grid. So that's if you're being invaded. But at the moment, no, we're fine. We haven't met anyone. So anyways, blah, blah, blah. Let's just get on with it. Turn number 1, please, is done. I think, yeah, that's fine.
An alien culture has been discovered.
The Talarians are skilled warriors and highly territorial. We should approach them with caution and respect.
Yeah, I don't remember that episode of The Next Generation, but I think it was lame. Okay, cool. Blah, 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 blah. Information.
An alien culture has been discovered.
The Mintakans are primitive, but remarkably talented in agriculture. The Prime Directive compels us to protect them from alien interference.
Now, there are 2 civilizations that when you meet them, if they haven't met anyone else, they will, like, offer to join you pretty much straight away. And the Mintakans is one of them, I think. Most of the time, they'll be like, hey, I want to join you guys. And yeah, just, okay. Their downside is that their system is not terribly well. There's not a lot of structures in it, and they're not very well advanced, so it takes a lot to build them up. The other one is the Mizarians, I think it is. Yeah, yeah, okay, too. Cool. So our ships have now moved. I forget the name of it. Did I even look up the name? I don't remember. Oh, the other thing, you can't redeploy ships between different task forces if there's only one ship in the system, and also that means you can't see the name of the ship if there's only one ship in the system. Okay, so the Mintakan system has got a Minjar class 130, a Baron, 2 Arctics. Not terribly exciting, but yeah, that's cool. We'll zoom out a bit. I want you to go to here, I think, or no, you can go there. I'm just totally don't know what I'm doing here, and then you can go there, and you can start orders. Hello, terraforming.
Select planet for terraforming.
Boop, that one will do nicely. What else we got? Oh, summary, huh? I counted those. A mass replicator was built because we bought one. Ching! I might just double click on that, and then we'll go to production and take 1 out of science and put it in here. It doesn't make that go any faster, because to build one of those, okay, we're currently producing 2,160 industry or like build points per turn, and one of those costs 5,670, so it takes 3 turns. Yeah, that's fine. Can I buy another one? I think I won't buy another one for now. I'll just let it tick down. Oh no, I will buy one.
Purchase ordered.
Cool. And then we go to our diplomacy window. Hello, Mintakans. Have some money. That'll do. I mean, aid. And you have some money too. Because we give the Federation get more of a bonus for diplomacy than a lot of the other like civilizations, so you're getting more bang for your buck. See now, we're producing a little bit less research, but because of course I nerfed it a bit, but this one's already up to 1%, which is pretty good. Another thing actually that probably isn't obvious, but if you go to summary for relationships, you can see what who other civilizations these ones have met. They've only met us, which is great, so we can kind of tell that there isn't anyone at the moment super close to us, but it is only turn 1. And their system had dilithium, so we can build ships if we eventually conquer or negotiate for them to join the Federation. That's great. I think that's about all, isn't it? Yeah, there's nothing that's... If there's nothing queued up to build in the system, it'll come up with here as with a little thing saying like construction thing is empty, but I'll show that when it happens next turn. Whoop.
Diplomatic messages have been received.
Ooh, see, look, we didn't even have to really give them money, and they already want to join
Treaty
us.
will be accepted.
Cheers, you can join the Federation. Thank you very, very much. And so that system. Again, the whole 300 thing is a good rule of thumb, even if it's got dilithium. If it doesn't have 300, add it up here. So 60 plus 85 plus 70 plus blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to with that in my head. But I don't think it's going to be over 300. So, yeah, it's not even with terraforming or colonizing. We'll go this way, because I'm hoping that we can have, like, all this territory. But if there's someone else big here, we may not be able to do that. That's still terraforming there. Summary. Yeah, that's all fine, that's all fine, that's all fine. We've accepted that thing from the Mintakans. That's gone off to 2%. Okay, cool. Next.
An alien culture has been discovered.
The Bajoran Jalanda Forum is a model of open discourse, which can only improve relations between Federation members.
Yeah, I like the Bajorans.
Terraforming completed.
Terraforming completed. Incidentally, the Bajorans, you never see it, but in this game, the Bajorans actually produce ships. They're like a stock ship that I've never seen in a TV show. But, yeah, they do actually sort of, yeah, so that's kind of cool. We're going to give them some money, too, so hopefully they'll like us. If they like us enough, they'll join you, but if they hate you enough, they'll declare war. We'll give them some more money. But you can propose a friendship treaty, an affiliation treaty, a membership treaty, blah, blah, blah as well, which is really good. Friendship treaty allows you to trade with them. Affiliation treaty allows you to use their space docks or their shipyards so that you can expand the reach of your ships, which is really good. And alliances allow they'll join you if you're at war with somebody, but they don't make much of a difference. Yeah, so that's cool. What's this? I'm just looking out for black holes. There's nothing worse than flying a little ship into a black hole and it not coming out again. Okay, the Mintakans. Yep, they don't have a lot of anything. Cool, that's not going to be enough to, build anything. So that's the other downside is if you
ordered.
Have a civilization join you really early, you got to buy a lot of shit for them. And, it takes a while to get them up where the systems are actually sort of self-sustaining, but never mind. So I've built charge collectors, wind turbines, Federation replicators. Pretty much I do that just a minute, of course, so we get extra power and food. And then we want to build like 7 or 8 of those, of the building structures. That way, when the population increases, because at the moment we're not even close to max population. As the population increases, your production will increase, and so the more workforce you can allocate to particular things. Yeah. So that should be fine for now. Mass replicator, hi. Boop, and boop, no. Cool. What next? Oh yeah, that's finished. Whoop.
Select planet for terraforming.
Cool. Is that about it? I think so. Summary. Sure. Next turn. This used to take a lot longer. This computer is a beast, and it kind of just eats through all of the little calculations it has to do. In the first PC, like IBM compatible PC I had, that little turn thing, when you got to larger turns, and obviously it was more squares for it to process, that you were seeing, it could take like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I'd click the turn button, go away, read a book, and then come back, or make myself a coffee. Or T. I think I had T back then. And we have this one. So this one said the queue was empty. So we can have a look. In all that time, the the food's increased quite a bit. Because of course I built those food structures, so I can now allocate that to construction, which is great. And I want to build private farms. Trade center increases money, which is great. Subatomic simulators, so that will increase research if that's powered up. And shipyards, sure, let's go with that. Energy structures, that's all fine. I might actually take that out of there and put that onto production too. Was that all? That's going to take 17, which is ages, so we'll just buy it. We've got 19,400 credits, and that's only 200. So
Purchase
yeah,
ordered.
We'll just buy it. These guys, hi. Oops. Yeah, I have some more money. Mash, and then you guys should like us more, because we want to trade with you, and eventually you can join the Federation too, because you're nice and close to us. Gamma Ferritus is not suitable for a long-term Federation presence. 130, that's 185, and then like 230-ish, 275-ish. That's close. Nah, let's not worry about that one. Next system, please. So I'm looking for places to colonize, but at the moment there's not much. Oh, hi. That food is a bit high. I might just drop it down and allocate it to research. Allocating a lot to research early on is really good. It means you're not wasting a lot of research, and you're not waiting for your buildings to be a particular like quality to do research. It's good. Let's actually talk about that. See over here we have like 100% bonus for biotech research. That's because in one of these systems we built, there it is. That's because we built the Genesis Research Lab, and it's currently got like energy. So yeah, we've got 100% bonus to the amount of research we're getting. So we're actually getting 855 times 2 per turn. So that's lots. So it's already jumped to 6, which is great. Is that it? This one needs some more stuff later. One of those. One of those. Oops, it's full. I get that warning a lot. I get a little bit. The production queue is kind of irritating because you can't like move things up and down and take things out and put them back in and put them on hold like you can with say Homeworld 2. Then it's okay. Summary, did I forget anything? No. Okay, cool. Yep, he's going there. Okay, cool. Next.
An alien culture has been discovered.
It's those guys.
The Mazarians are absolute pacifists. Apparently, this is the main reason that they've survived the last few centuries.
Cowards. Damn Swiss. No, I'm kidding. Green Swisses. Green cheese.
Terraforming completed.
They may want to join the Federation as well, hence costing us more money. Terraforming is completed in this one. Cool. You can now go to the Nisraldine system. Kill beans. Because that's done. Yeah, so that's at its maximum population. It will now, when the population increases, it will get to the maximum population. So that's good. Oh, hi. Hello. Go there. That's the Mazarian system. What's that one, I wonder? Let's go have a look. Boop. Oops, I said... Oh, I can't reach that. Balls. We'll just go this way. Oops, wrong button. Woo, out of the map. Hi, buy that. So just buying the Federation replicators.
Purchase ordered.
We will terraform these planets as soon as that one is done what it's doing. Wait, was there anything else? Nah, next.
Diplomatic messages have been received.
Yeah, see, I told you the Mazarians would want to join
Treaty
up.
will be accepted.
Cool, and we'll have to terraform those planets as well. Hurrah. That's not suitable for a long-term Federation presence. Just go like so. So these ships, because they've got a large galactic range and a large galactic speed, like galactic speed 2, they will, in a single turn they will go 2 sectors, which is great, or 2 squares within a sector. No, I guess it's 2 sectors. Whereas other ships like this one, it only does 1. So galactic speed 1. Yeah. Terraform, please.
Select planet for terraforming.
What do we got? Buy that.
Purchase ordered.
We should be able to upgrade this to build them faster now. Maybe, doesn't say. Energy's fine. Nope. Cool. Next, please. As you can imagine, this game's a bit of a time sink. Oh, do we have any trade agreements with anyone? No, we're not friends with anyone yet. Bastards. Oh, except for the ones that are currently part of the Federation.
Diplomatic messages have been received.
Cool. They want to be our friends and have a trade agreement.
Treaty
Yes,
will be accepted.
Hi, Mazarian system. It's Space Swiss. Damn neutrals. Yeah, hopefully everyone's seen those, like that, you know. Zeph Brannigan from Futurama. And we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. By that.
Purchase ordered.
And then by that.
Purchase ordered.
And, oh, hello, the food there looked kind of high. Mesh. Yeah. And we want bunker networks, shield generators for orbital shields, and we'll just build some orbital batteries too. 5, 6, 7, yeah, that'd be good. Oh, hello, what was that? Yeah, we're gonna put that in research, like cinematographic research rather than food, because it only gives you a bonus of like 20 food. It's not really worth it. Actually, I probably shouldn't have even bothered to build it, but you never know if you've got spare power lying around. Oh, that one's like it too. Huh? Yeah, it's fine. More research. So we're currently getting 1,400 research times 2 per turn. See, it's already climbing, which is great. These ones that destroyers aren't so great for exploration because they don't get like sensor information around them. But they'll do when you can't be bothered by building 2 of these. We start with it anyway, so yeah. Was that all? I think that's all. Okay, it gets a bit mental.
Terraforming completed.
But yeah. Oh, that one's empty. That's done all it had to do. Nope. That's still growing. Oh, see, it's going to get to a maximum population of 420. That's awesome. That is actually really awesome. So I want to build a shipyard. That's really just a backup shipyard if things go really bad with like invasions. Shield generator and bunker network. And then we want wind turbines. Well, I'll just
Purchase
buy it.
ordered.
It's better than waiting 200 turns.
Purchase ordered.
Cool beans. Summary. What else was there? Relationships is fine. Oh yeah, trade thing. So we go to the economic window, and each of our systems has like an unassigned trade thing if it has a population over 100. So we can click on one. Let's go with the Sol system. Unassigned. And then it brings up this little snaky poo there. And so if you have a friendship treaty with a thing, with another planet system, it'll allow you, or civilization, it'll allow you to click on it and open a trade route. And currently that's generating 0 credits, but if we come back later, it'll be generating more money for us too. And the money per turn is kind of important, because the more money you have, the more you can spend on ships, and the more ships you can maintain. But I'll explain that later. Okay, is that good? That's good. Whoops, that's good. Cool, and then, oh, hello. Nope, not suitable for long-term Federation colonization. Actually, that one I might send back here to get it to, oh no, we'll keep exploring with it. I'm a little bit, what's the word? Indecisive. Nope.
Diplomatic messages have been received.
The Talarians want to have an affiliation
Treaty will be accepted.
We can do that.
Purchase ordered.
Just yet.
Purchase ordered.
Buy these. Yeah, cool. Okay, and oh, another thing, wormhole, or possibly the other end to that wormhole. Well, that's lame. I might send a ship to explore that wormhole if I'm adventurous enough at some stage. It can make a big difference to your strategy, being able to send things in one turn across the whole galactic map, but normally it doesn't work like that. The worst I ever saw was like a wormhole leading to the one right next to it. I was like, disappointed. Cool. Yep. Oh, that food's a bit high. Boop, 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 boop. So at the moment, because we haven't met any other major civilizations, we don't need to enable the intel structures, which is good. It saves production, and we can funnel that production to research or construction, or both. Cool. They're going there, they're going there. Oh, this one is finished terraforming. You can go to the... which one are we doing? This one. We go to this one first because it's going to have a bigger impact, a bigger increase in population than this one, I think. Yeah. Cool. Next. That turn did actually go as much as you might. It was pretty quick. It's going to buy these again because it's easier than waiting for it to build.
Purchase ordered.
That's a bit high again. And I put that into research. And then this one's a bit high. Oh no, that's fine. Research is fine. That was fine. Nothing happened. That was nothing happened, wasn't it? Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Another trade thing. Whoop. Hi. See, that's generating 23 credits. Not much, but it all adds up. And the Quintana system is not suitable for a long-term Federation presence. Now we got to be careful around here. This is a neutron star. So they produce powerful radiative emissions, which can damage or even destroy little ships. And a black hole, which can suck up your spaceship and then destroy it, or possibly damage it too. So you gotta be careful not to cross into these sectors. Yeah, watch out for black holes. They're very dark and mysterious. Okay, that was all, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, something's unpowered. That's fine. We don't need the shield generators powered until, like, something happens.
An alien culture has been discovered.
The Qatarians are a very intelligent and cunning people. It remains to be seen whether they are indeed trustworthy.
Do you guys remember that episode from The Next Generation where all the Federation people were playing games and being brainwashed? It was awesome. The Israeli system is currently empty for production. Okay, I'm just going to put that into energy, I guess. No. I'll put that into Intel for now, I guess. Right, so this one, oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I like to put orbital batteries more than they start with into these systems, because long term, if someone starts to invade, you want these to not be able to be easily taken over, otherwise you're kind of dead. So we'll just do that too.
Purchase ordered.
Postponing like research and Intel structure construction, but
purchase ordered.
We should be alright. This one's done, so boop, 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 boop. So 2 more. Oh, I've done the math wrong here. Bloop. That should be fine. Actually, no, maybe I didn't because it's that power structure. And it'll be fine. Oh, guitar. Oh, missed it. Hi, you can be our friend too. Pretty please be our friend. We'll give you some money. Cheers. Oh, that's where the Qatarians were. Avoiding the black hole. And we'll go this way. Okay, and that's one isn't there yet.
An alien culture has been discovered.
No, not the Nausicaans.
The Nausicaans are a proud and strong race. They are always at war, but never have a shortage of new recruits.
Play dumb John human. I love him.
Diplomatic messages have been received.
The Bajorans want to join the Federation. Sure, that didn't even take 7 seasons of Deep Space Nine. Ben.
Treaty will be accepted.
They'll need terraforming too. Okay, your work is cut out for you. In fact, I might even build another one to keep up. You can go there. Actually, why did you not go there? You go there. You go this way. So there were no like big civilizations here. That's kind of good for us. We won't get attacked from behind.
Purchase ordered. Purchase ordered.
Okay, cool. So ordinarily, what I would do is I would have the larger of the 2 adjacent starting systems to do research, and then the other one to do intel, and that's probably what I'll do here. So I want this one to be doing intel structures, but we'll wait for that to finish building those first. Cool. And I think we're good, are we? Did I accept the Bajoran thing? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. Sorry about the beeping. It's kind Okay, I'm just gonna pause the recording.